The AMUR leopard is the rarest big cat on Earth, an elusive ghost surviving in the frozen forests of the Russian Far East, with fewer than 120 remaining in the wild. Every step this predator takes is a fight against extinction. In this cinematic wildlife documentary, we journey deep into the life of the AMUR leopard, exploring its physical adaptations, habitats, diet, classification, reproduction, parenting, mate loss, migration, rescue efforts, and its vital role as nature's doctor. From the heartbreak of losing a mate to the silent power that keeps entire forests healthy, this film reveals why the AMUR leopard is more than a predator. It is the balance of life itself. Witness breathtaking visuals, emotional storytelling, and real conservation challenges threatening one of nature's most mysterious animals. This is not just a documentary, it's a warning, a tribute, and a call to protect the wild before it vanishes forever. Watch till the end to understand how saving one species can save entire ecosystems and humanity itself. If you love wildlife documentaries, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell for wildlife documentaries. Let's dive in. In the frozen silence of the Russian Far East, something moves without sound, a legend with spots. A heartbeat wrapped in snow. It slips through mist and shadow, unseen, unheard, yet profoundly present. This is the AMUR leopard, one of the rarest creatures on Earth. Fewer than 120 remain alive today. Each breath it takes is an act of defiance against extinction. Known scientifically as Pantheropardus orientalis, the AMUR leopard is not just rare, it is a ghost clinging to survival. Its body tells a story of endurance. Thick fur shields it from brutal winters. Long legs lift it above deep snow. Wide paws spread its weight like snowshoes. Every feature has been shaped by ice, hunger, and time. This leopard rules a shrinking borderland where Russia meets China, and silence stretches across frozen forests. It lives alone. No pride, no pack, only instinct, memory, and caution. Darkness becomes its ally as night falls, and the hunt begins. With infinite patience, it stalks prey larger than itself. One leap, one perfectly timed strike. Survival here allows no second chances. The AMUR leopard does not hesitate. Instinct moves faster than fear. In the wild, it may live 10 to 15 years if luck, strength, and chance allow. Once a year, the forest carries a rare sound, a mating call filled with urgency. Romance is brief. When it ends, they separate forever. Soon, pregnancy begins. For nearly 100 days, a mother carries the future inside her. She chooses hidden, dense caves, roots, fallen trees, because discovery means death. In darkness, 2 or 3 cubs are born blind and fragile, unaware of how close the world is to losing them. The father never returns. Motherhood here is a solitary battle. She guards, hunts, and teaches alone. Days pass, eyes open. The cubs see she chooses hidden, dense caves, roots, fallen trees, because discovery means death. In darkness, 2 or 3 cubs are born blind and fragile, unaware of how close the world is to losing them. The father never returns. Motherhood here is a solitary battle. She guards, hunts, and teaches alone. Days pass, eyes open. The cubs see the world for the first time. Every lesson is silent: how to hide, how to wait, how to survive. Play becomes practice. Mistakes become warnings. By 6 months, they follow her into danger. By 2 years, she leaves them behind because love cannot protect forever. They must walk alone as she once did. There is only one AMUR leopard subspecies left, and it is vanishing. Poaching, habitat loss, roads slicing through ancient paths. One wire snare, one mistake, a life erased without sound. Climate change shifts forests, prey disappears, hunger follows. Though genetic diversity makes every birth a miracle, yet hope remains. Protected zones expand. Anti-poaching patrols track footprints in snow. Camera traps capture fleeting proof that survival still breathes. This cat knows no borders, no politics, only territory and instinct. Every step it takes costs energy. Every hunt risks injury. This ancient bloodline survived ice ages, but now faces a greater threat: us. Even at rest, the AMUR leopard listens. It waits hours, sometimes days, for a single chance. When it moves, muscle and grace collide in breathtaking power. Each cub born today carries the weight of tomorrow. And we must ask, what does the forest become if its ghost disappears? Without predators, balance collapses quietly. Extinction is not fate. It is a decision. The world is watching now. Somewhere in the snow, a mother is pregnant again. Hope breathes softly. As long as one survives, the story continues. Look closely into these eyes. They carry history, endurance, and warning. This final walk does not have to lead to silence. Protect the ghost of the frozen forest before it becomes only a memory. The forest sends its warnings quietly, not with sound, but with absence. When the great predator fades, something deeper begins to fail. Trees suffer, prey multiplies unchecked, disease spreads unseen. When the AMUR leopard disappears, the forest itself begins to sicken. This cat is more than a hunter. It is nature's doctor. By targeting the weak, the injured, and the sick, it prevents illness from infecting entire herds. Where leopards roam, prey grows stronger. Balance is restored without mercy, without hesitation. There is no gentle cure in the wild, only equilibrium. But sometimes, even nature's healer needs help. A single injured leopard can mean a dying ecosystem. In blizzards and silence, rescue teams move carefully, following faint tracks through snow. One broken paw, one infected wild time is suddenly an enemy. A tranquilizer flies. A heartbeat slows. Medicine fights against extinction itself. And when the treatment ends, freedom becomes the final prescription. As the leopard disappears once more into the trees, each day of its life is calculated. At dawn, the leopard surveys territory not with curiosity, but strategy. Every step burns precious energy. Waste means death. Rest is not weakness, it is preparation. In winter, hunger sometimes wins, and the body learns patience. For mothers, survival becomes sacrifice. She hunts farther, risks more, sleeps less. Her body feeds her cubs even as her own strength fades. She teaches them fear before ambition, discipline before freedom. The lessons are harsh because mercy in the wild is lethal. The cub's first solo hunt decides nothing and teaches everything. Failure comes first. Hunger follows. Then persistence takes over. It is inherited, passed down through blood and instinct. The leopard's impact reaches far beyond itself. Healthy predators create healthy forests. Healthy forests store carbon, slow climate change, protect water sources, and secure human futures downstream. Clean air, clean water, stable land, these are gifts paid for by balance. A living leopard becomes more valuable than a trophy ever could. Conservation creates livelihoods. Protection replaces poaching. Science listens quietly as GPS signals trace resilience across frozen ground. Each step becomes a lesson in survival. Leopards manage stress through solitude, through routine, through knowing their land. Even injury does not stop the hunt, adaptation does. Age brings wisdom. Older leopards hunt smarter, conserving strength, choosing moments carefully. Where leopards walk, forests breathe. Recovery does. The leopard does not know it is rare. It only knows it must live. Now, time watches closely. The clock has not stopped, but it is moving. Hope does not roar. It walks silently, padded feet pressing life back into frozen ground. As long as the AMUR leopard hunts, the forest lives. The question is no longer whether this healer can survive. The question is whether we will allow it to. Protect the healer, and the world heals with it. This is not just a cat. It is a design perfected by cold. Its pale winter coat reflects the snow light, hiding it in plain sight, while thick fur traps warmth like a living shield. Rosettes mark its body like maps, each one unique, an identity written in shadow. Long limbs lifted above deep drifts where others sink, and eyes tuned for twilight gather what little light the forest offers. Scientifically classified within the great cat family Panthera pardus. Subspecies AMUR, this leopard stands apart as the northernmost of its kind. Living where few predators dare, it calls the edge of the taiga home, where oak, pine, and birch meet broken mountains that blunt the wind. Cliffs and ravines provide ambush and refuge, and borderland forests shape a life lived between worlds. Its hunger is precise. Roe deer, sika deer, hares chosen not by desire, but by efficiency. Every hunt is mathematics, distance, wind, timing. When it succeeds, nothing is wasted. Prey is hidden, lifted, and returned to across days. Because one mistake can mean starvation. In winter, even thirst is solved by snow. Invisible borders define its world. Scent marks, clawed bark, and silence communicate ownership and warning. These ancient messages matter more than sound, yet danger cuts through them. Roads slice old routes. Forests fragment into islands. Prey thins, and hunger echoes louder. Winter preserves life and punishes error. Facts of survival reveal a marvel. Explosive speed in short bursts. Strength enough to hold prey uphill. Hearing sharp enough to read footsteps beneath wind. Its claws retract, erasing sound. Trees become ladders to safety. Adaptability carries it from oak forests to frozen ridges. Young leopards do not migrate, they disperse. They leave what they know, roaming to claim the unknown. Rivers freeze into bridges, then vanish again. Corridors of forest offer hope. reconnecting broken worlds and allowing bloodlines to breathe. Mating bonds are brief, but their absence lingers. When a mate disappears, the forest grows louder. The leopard searches old paths, checks familiar signs, and receives only silence. Routines change, hunts shorten, territories tighten. Grief yields to instinct, and survival resumes because it must. Night becomes a guide. Stars and slopes replace landmarks. Each step toward the edge of the range tests what is possible. Near human settlements, curiosity wrestles with caution. Survival depends on not being seen. Old trails remember its weight as seasons turn coats thinning in spring, thickening again for winter's return. Now, hope does not roar. It walks silently, padded feet pressing life back into frozen ground. As long as the AMUR leopard hunts, the forest lives. The question is no longer whether this healer can survive. The question is whether we will allow it to. Protect the healer, and the world heals with it. If you love wildlife documentaries, kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified once we drop a new video.